All right, so we're out here on a 93, right?
Yes.
Degree day. It's in the afternoon though, so it's fine now. You can look at my white ankles. What? What? By now they probably know I was in the Army. So redneck paradise out here. We've got the garden going. Everything's looking pretty healthy. We've been having to water a lot though because it's been so dry. Good news with that is the weeds don't do well. I also have hay down in between the rows and kind of tucked underneath as much as I could. I love how the camera lady is mostly looking at nothing there, but the crops over. Did you?
It was the hay I was looking at.
Oh, okay, looking at the hay.
Yes.
So we got tomatoes around the edges. I hear supposedly that deer don't like tomatoes. So the idea is if I use them like a fence, and the cages help too, to hopefully keep the deer out of the rest of the garden. We got peppers, we've got peas, we've got green beans, we've got more tomatoes. Goodness, we're going to be swimming in tomatoes. But if you remember...
Well, good thing the kids like tomatoes.
Yeah. From a previous video, I got a little carried away in the garden with the tractor. Well, so the garden is now divided into two pieces. And over there we just have more of the same. Oh, the only different thing over there, we've got potatoes, onions, and zucchini as well. But I dug in here with the tractor, and you can see I'm building something. It almost looked like some kind of a manger scene or something, because I've got some old hay laying down here that I was putting around the plants. And I'll have to duck going in here once I get a little gravel down on the floor. But this is for my lawnmower. And the top, the whole roof system, don't laugh too hard now. I know it'll take a long time, like never pay back. It's going to be a whole solar array. The whole roof is going to be solar panels. And then to that end, I'll have the charge controller on the back wall here, and then I'll have the battery sunk into the ground. Check that out. So I poured concrete back there, and the battery will go right in there, and then I'll just put some mortar mixer on there to lock it in tight. And that'll hopefully regulate the temperature warmer in... Mama, you're a wrecking ball in here. Of course, it's easy to run into things, but hopefully keep it warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, make the battery last longer, because batteries ain't cheap. But yeah, the beauty of this is it kind of pairs with the Franken deck, because along the same token, the camera lady's rolling her eyes, the same token, if you look at these, for example, these posts, these are old fence posts that had been pulled out, and they were actually way down in the bottom. I had seen them a long time ago, way in the bottom. They were just left there. So I was making this structure. I'm like, I'll probably need about 6 posts, and I couldn't remember how many were down there. Lo and behold, I go down there, and like, hallelujah, there were 6 posts, and they weren't rotten. So there we go. They weren't very long though, so I'll have to duck when I go under these. What else, camera lady? What about this? I used leftover metal siding from my sister's place for the bottom, because we're kind of dug in here a little bit, and then old half rotten boards already, because they're going to rot more. Yeah. What you're seeing here, nothing was bought from the store for this project. It was all leftovers. These are more of those old deck boards that I run through the planer. And for this project, I didn't run them through as many times because they don't have to look pretty. Come around here. Let me grab the camera from you. If you come around to this side, you'll see, you know, how deep we were dug in. I've already started putting some dirt back against the middle there until I seal up the corners. But yeah, that's what she looks like on the front. And on the sides, I'll probably do siding the same type that we have on the house and that solar shed over there, storm shelter shed. So anyway, that's what we got going on right now. Good, nice little update for y'all. See ya.